Go like now. Okay.
Whatever you want.
Okay, cool. So I always wanted to have a couple of locks in my hair, and I started with just having one. I called it my lock of compromise because my ex-husband really hated locks and was really against me getting them. And then at some point I was like, you know what? Like, I think I really want some more. So I got Brianna to do a couple rows for me, and then I went from 1 to 10, and then I completely stopped caring. And so then we got a couple more in here, and now we're at 13. I think that's where we're at for now. I love them so much because I feel like it really just adds to my personality, who I am individually. It is part of my aesthetic, but now it's come to be more than that. People identify me by my hair. They all have different favorites. So some people really like the ones that are plain, that don't have anything on them. Some people like the colored ones. I have a few friends who their favorites are the ones that have like these little bedazzles on them. And I think it's really interesting because it's like a personality test to see which people pick the different locks that they like and which ones are my favorites. This is the original one that I've had for about 15 years now.
How were you able to identify that one?
Because I can tell the way that the bottom feels. Because I've been doing this for a really long time, and I can tell sometimes when they're behind my back, if I don't know what to do, I'll start kind of messing with them and fidgeting, like I don't know what to do with my hands, and this is what I do instead. So it's kind of a self-soothing that they offer this extra opportunity for me. Every time that I change something about them or make them different or brush out the ends or they get a little bit longer, I feel like it's a whole journey, and I love the way that they are when I dance, and they have a really big radius these days, so I have to make sure that people know when I'm swinging around that you might get hit with something. I actually had one that had a glass bead on it, and I had to take the bead off because one time I was dancing and it popped me in the eye, and then I was like, you got to go. I just love that they make me feel the most like myself. I like all the different stages. When it's been a couple of months and they're all wild, I feel like I just walked out of the jungle. But then as soon as I get them maintained and they're all nice and clean, I like to put them up so you can see how tidy they are. So every aspect of them, every part of the journey, they just make me feel like the most authentic version of myself. So my sister has her entire head locked up, and it's been that way for at least 15 years now. And I think that she in some way inspired me to know that like it would look cool on me too, because we look so similar. But even if it weren't for her, I am a part of a lot of like crazy fairies and hippies and eccentric people, and I would have seen the hairstyle in somebody and wanted to adopt it at some point. And now she has one that is 4 that are all together, and it is massive, and it's really cool, but that's not exactly the vibe that I'm going for. So I like that we can both have locked up hair and wear it differently and have it be very individual to us. Yeah, I never realized how easy it was going to be for my hair to lock up, except for that if I go a while without brushing it, it will naturally start kind of matting up in the back. And so it took a really short time for them to kind of form up together. And it wasn't as long or painful of a process as I've heard some people say that it is. I think my hair just very naturally took to locking up. And then once they got going, like they really got going. And now they're these massive, amazing beasts. And I just love them. And I'm so grateful that Brianna did them for me. And she's the only one that I would ever want to touch my hair and put her good energy into them. And they are beautiful because she has made them that way. And I will love them forever. And I will love her just as long.